You won't believe this. In a locked medieval convent, a nun claimed a demon came to her bed at night, and the church wrote everything down. What they recorded still exists. And once you hear it, you'll understand why they tried to bury it. Picture this. Stone walls, cold floors, silence so deep you can hear your own breathing. It's the late Middle Ages. A convent in Europe. A place meant to keep women pure, obedient, and unseen. But inside these walls, something begins to happen. A young nun collapses during prayer. She screams in a voice that isn't hers. She claims a demon visits her at night, touches her, speaks to her, commands her. And unlike most legends, this one was documented. Interrogations, witness testimonies, official church investigations. Tonight, we're diving into the real medieval records of a nun who said she was visited by a demon, and the truth behind what was really happening in that convent. Her name appears in church records, not as a monster, not as a witch, but as a problem. She entered the convent young, like many girls at the time. Some were sent because their families couldn't afford dowries, others to protect family honor. Some never had a choice. The records describe her as devout, obedient, and intensely religious. Too intense. She fasted longer than others, prayed through the night, punished her own body for sinful thoughts she never explained. And then, the visits began. According to testimony, it happened at night. She said she woke up unable to move. Her room was cold. The air felt heavy. And then, a presence. She described pressure on her chest. A voice whispering prayers, but twisted. Sacred words turned upside down. She claimed the demon spoke gently at first, promising comfort, understanding, relief from guilt. Then it touched her. The records become uncomfortable here. Church scribes try to be discreet, but the meaning is clear. This was not a holy vision. At first, the convent dismissed her claims. Nightmares, hysteria, spiritual weakness. But then, other nuns reported strange behavior. She convulsed during Mass, spoke Latin she was never taught, mocked sacred rituals. And that's when the church stepped in. Priests arrived, doctors, exorcists. Every word she said was recorded, not to save her, but to control the narrative. They asked her questions for hours. What did the demon look like? What did it say? Did it touch her? Her answers were disturbingly consistent. She described the demon as familiar, not monstrous, almost intimate. She said it came when she was weakest, when desire, fear, and faith collided. And here's the part they didn't expect. She claimed the demon commanded her to do things, to challenge authority, to question vows, to speak truths she wasn't allowed to speak. Then the records reveal something shocking. The demon spoke through her. During one interrogation, witnesses wrote that her voice changed. Lower, calmer, mocking. It accused the church of hypocrisy, of repression, of creating the very sin it punished. And then, she named names. Priests, confessors, men who had crossed lines in secret. Suddenly, this wasn't about a demon anymore. It was about power. The church reacted swiftly. The records changed tone. She was no longer troubled. She was dangerous. She was isolated, silenced, declared possessed beyond saving. Some records suggest exorcisms continued. Others simply stop. No death record, no release, just silence. So what was really happening? Historians today suggest possibilities. Severe repression, psychological trauma, sleep paralysis, or abuse disguised as holiness. In a world where women had no voice, a demon might have been the only way to speak. This story survived because someone wrote it down, even when they wanted it forgotten. It forces us to ask uncomfortable questions. Who decides what is madness? What happens when faith meets fear? And how many voices were silenced in the name of holiness? Maybe no demon ever came to her bed. Or maybe the real demon was a system that refused to listen. If this story disturbed you or moved you, let me know in the comments what you think really happened. And if you want more true medieval stories hidden in church records, you know what to do.